try something new when it comes to reevaluating something that you want to enjoy. I don't know. Be creative. That's kind of what it is. So, and then let's see. Mercury's coming into a trine with Mars, but I mean, I literally just that's literally half of April is like all of these guys here in Pisces, sextiling Uranus over there, and also trining Mars. So it's like literally like you can't just be like, oh, this is happening one day. No, this is like half of April, and then the other half is like a totally different story. Like it's like Aries season is kind of just this for the most part. Sun sextiles Jupiter. All these planets in Pisces sextile Uranus, sextile Mars, and then trining each other. And then we get into Taurus, and then it's like the Sun gets into Taurus, Mars gets into Leo, goes opposite Pluto, and then the Sun's like in the mix of this. So believe me, like the first half of April is kind of good. The second half is at least kind of good, but it's really challenging. So just kind of hold off on like anything you do this month, but kind of be excited in a way, you know? Like it's kind of like what I was saying with the Mercury on North Node. You don't know what to expect, but just go with it. That's kind of like I would say the month of April, the energy of that. So yeah, Mercury trine Mars. We had this connection back at the end of February. That's when Mars was stationing direct. But it's like what I was saying is like Mercury's kind of just like giving a little bit of like boosting up a little bit of Mars's energy. Mercury's in its sign of fall in Pisces, not working good, but just kind of working with whatever it has to work with. And it's in good flow with Mars in Cancer. And Mars in Cancer is not working at its best either, but it's kind of doing what it has to do. It's trying to be protective. It's trying to be on its guard, be defensive if it has to be, but just taking care of what's necessary. And Mercury in Pisces trining Mars in Cancer is really just kind of just connecting two energies that aren't working as good as they're supposed to, and making some emotional connections by using whatever resources or going through whatever situation you need to go through. But there's connections there, even if this is like people that are on your side, or at least there's some kind of dysfunctional connection. You can at least find some middle ground in a way, and work with whatever you need to work with in a way. And it's water signs. It's more of emotional connections, intuitive connections, spiritual connections if you want. Just doing that. I mean, that's what I would say. But that's been going on since, like I said, like at the end of February into March in a way. So we're kind of back at that situation. Okay, so kind of going through this pretty quick, which is good. Okay, so the next thing is basically the full moon in Libra, and that is basically when Venus is stationing direct. So the full moon is at 23 degrees of Libra and Aries. So this is the peak month of the month. The energy is at its highest, like I always say, through the full moons of each month. At least this full moon is not that bad. I mean, the past few full moons that we had, well, I mean, it's in a T-square with Mars. Okay, I'm just seeing that right now. I literally didn't really see what happening. So even though I just said, oh, it's not that bad, and then I found something that's like, that can be a little annoying, but other than T-squaring Mars, I mean, yeah, it's a full moon. It's supposed to bring a little bit of balance, some ease, some harmony against this like Aries energy, which is very confrontational and stuff like that. But yeah, this is kind of where things shift in the way, because like the sun is ending its time in Aries. It's going to go into Taurus, but it's starting to square Mars. And as I'm showing you this, there's a T-square. So yeah, this might be a little overreactive, I would say. The moon squaring Mars, I mean, the moon's in Libra. It's trying to be very peaceful, charming, bring some harmony, but it's squaring Mars in Cancer, and Mars in Cancer is like being defensive. It's on guard. It's like I'm trying to protect my own self and what I need, and it's not going the way it's supposed to. I don't know, but